Welcome back to a Sportsbet Betting Insight today. Pauly and Teddy, we have no Pauly today. Technical difficulties have derailed his appearance on Sportsbet. Not going to have Pauly talk without a camera for 20 minutes on a Friday. So you're stuck with me here on Sportsbet. Teddy covers, doing the best I can. Of course, Big Game Breakdown, always sponsored and powered by betonline.ag for any type of wager that you're looking for. They have a great bonus offers and pretty much, look, I have no hesitation recommending BetOnline AG, a very reputable book. Of course, go to sportsbookreview.com, check out their bonus page for the best bonus offers for BetOnline AG. I encourage you, if you have one out, get two. If you have two outs, get three. If you have three outs, get four. The more outs you have, the more games you're likely to win by a half point instead of losing by a half point. Check out betonline.ag today. All right, Big Game Breakdown. Let's start with a little wake up and win. Early start action on Sunday from London. Of course, this is one that starts 6:30 a.m. here on the left coast, 9:30 on the East Coast. It'll be live streamed via Yahoo this week. And this is the fifth straight season for the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. Of course, Baltimore, 3.5, 39.5 at the current numbers. The Jags, first trip to London, they got annihilated. Second trip to London, they got annihilated. Third trip to London, they won. Fourth trip to London, they won again. They won each of the last two trips. You can see the picture from the win over the Colts last year, and they're staying on the same schedule. You know, they fly through the night on Thursday. They practice on Friday. Jacksonville, more comfortable than most teams when it comes to international travel and international games. And look, you know, we've talked about the Jags having better weapons around Blake Bortles, even with the loss of Allen Robinson. But Bortles is who he is. I mean, he was just awful again against the Tennessee Titans. It was Bortles who was largely responsible for putting the team down 30-3 before a couple of meaningless backdoor drives. There's a great study by 538.com, who does a lot of strong analytic work. It showed how Bortles has been one of the NFL's best quarterbacks in the last two seasons. Yeah, only during garbage time. His garbage time of one-sided games, Bortles has been great. He's one of the worst quarterbacks, actually the worst quarterback in the NFL when the game has been on the line. Here's a good quote from Doug Marrone talking about whether this season is Blake Bortles' last chance. Quote, "It's big for Blake, but it's big for everyone. What year is big and what year is not? They're all big. You only have so many of them in your career, and if you don't do well, the league will eat you up and spit you out. He has to take care of the football, make good decisions, and then when we need him to make a play, he has to make a play for us, just like anyone else on this team." Of course, Blake Bortles, in terms of making plays, well, let's call it few and far between. He's looked like a deer in the headlights. In the preseason, looked like a deer in the headlights in each of the first two games. The Jags team around him has no shortage of talent, particularly on the defensive side of the football. That Jags defense is absolutely loaded. They kept Tennessee out of the end zone last week, even until well into the third quarter when the offense completely melted down. The Jags defense certainly good enough to cover a point spread all by themselves in the opener at Tennessee. But they're not the only defense playing great. Look at the Ravens defense. They're on a record pace right now. 8 interceptions and 8 sacks through the first two games. That's an all-time record. They're the only team in NFL history to have at least 3 interceptions and 3 sacks in each of their first 2 ball games. That is a defense that's making plays. And, of course, they're facing a turnover-prone offense with a weak quarterback. But on the offensive side of the football, man, Baltimore's in trouble. You know, they lost Marshall Yanda, who is, you know, not a household name. He's been to the last 6 Pro Bowls. Okay. Yanda is without a doubt the spiritual leader of that offensive line, the guy that everyone looks to. And boy, when you look at the Yanda loss and put it in with all the other guys that Baltimore has lost from that offensive line since just the end of last year, man, there are issues for Baltimore offensively, and they're not going away. Well, look at the chart here. Yanda lost, Zutta lost, Wagner lost. Urschel, remember, he was supposed to be their starting center. He quit, retired right before training camp, said, "I'm not coming back." Alex Lewis hurt. Nico Siragusa hurt. You know, so we're talking about 3 guys who were full-time starters last year. Lewis started 8 games. Urschel started 3. So basically, this is a completely rebuilt Baltimore lineup. And offensive line, I should say. And oh, by the way, when you talk about the emotional impact of Yanda being gone, here's a quote, great quote from tight end Benjamin Watson. It's tough emotionally. Even before I came here, everyone in the league knows about Marshall and how special he is, his excellence on the offensive line and the way guys gravitate towards him, the leader that he is. So it's definitely going to hurt. Football is a team game. We're going to put 11 on the field and someone's going to play. The train never stops. But emotionally, when a guy like that goes down, it's definitely going to be tough to move forward. And of course, we have offensive line issues for Baltimore in a big way. There may be a quarterback issue as well. I haven't seen any evidence. Watch Joe Flacco twice, and it's been easy for Flacco. He's had a lead. The defense created turnovers. Again, the Ravens have a plus 10. Sorry, they've created 10 turnovers, have a +7 margin. No one else in the NFL has created more than 5 turnovers. So Flacco's had it real easy the first couple of weeks. I haven't seen a whole lot of evidence that he's anywhere near 100% after missing the entire preseason. You know, certainly what is that, 340 passing yards through the first 2 games. I'm very curious to see whether Joe Flacco is going to be able to throw the football down the field should Baltimore be trailing in the fourth quarter of this one. We're going to get back to this game when it comes to play of the day time.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.